Have you ever thought about why is suicide and depression so heavy in schools and nothing is being changed about it? Here's a breakdown on why and some perspective, because some of these people that's in the positions really don't know how, and just stay tuned to my explanation. My name is Cyrus Ausar, and my mission is to embody the emotion of overcoming. I believe we all fight battles we hide from the world. My objective is to help you win those battles through perspective. Stay tuned. Have you ever thought about, man, let's look at all the suicides and depression. It's just crazy in the schools. Like in my hometown area, it was like 7 suicides in one high school. I mean, it's crazy in 1 year or one semester, I believe. And I was like, man, when you look at it and be like 7 suicides in one school, how many suicides does it need to happen before we start putting some change in place? And then when you sit back and you really think about it, it's like anytime that you want to make real change that affects the people in a real form, oh man, I hate saying this, but it disrupts the patterns of people. So if I have a job and my job is being a counselor and 7 suicides happened in my school, it's clear I don't have my finger on the pulse of what's going on. Not only do I not have my finger on it, the principal don't, the superintendent don't, a lot of the teachers don't. That's a whole lot for you to be missing out of what's going on, right? But in order to have a real change, it means you must move some people out or add some people too. But anytime you move some people out or add some people too, you disrupting this friendship. Because it might be this person's friend that's the superintendent or the principal or whatnot, and they don't want their friend to get fired. It's somebody's mom, dad, aunt, uncle, cousin, whatever. So especially when you're dealing with a community, a lot of people know each other within this community. So they don't want to really hold nobody accountable to their job because it disrupts their friendship. And under those circumstances, nothing really changes. Because only thing people start to do is enough to cover themselves. They can say, well, this is what I implemented. This is what I tried to do. This is how I tried to stop it. 7 suicides, 8. Some of them is even worse. Some of them is a little bit less. But when they just say, this is what I tried to do to stop it, they're just trying to nullify or shut you up from complaining. They need just enough to shut you up from complaining. I'm not going to say they don't care. I'm not going to put that on them. What I'm going to say is that's not the centralized focus of their life. Because majority of the time, people don't want to jump on situations when it doesn't affect them directly. Like it wasn't my son or my daughter. Although this is my position, my job is from 9 to 5. After that, I clock out. And this is unfortunate because not too many people is gonna want to agree with what I'm saying because they're in this position where they have to act in a way to invoke change. So as a student or somebody that's being suicidal or depressed, you're gonna feel me. But somebody in this position that can change something, man, they're not gonna like me. And this is the reason why I even deal with some issues on being booked, because I say the things straight up like, look, how can these things happen to your kids in your school and you do nothing? Parents love me, but administration, the people that will pay me to come in, won't book me. So I have it's this thing that's going on, and it all boils back to real change. Real change means people have to get serious, and they have to take their job serious, and they have to be proactive, not reactive. When you look at majority people in their jobs, I say majority people because I'm generalizing. When you look at their jobs, a lot of us do just enough to not get fired. That's going to be the same thing with a counselor. That's going to be the same thing with a superintendent. That's going to be the same thing with they're going to do just enough to satisfy the people. Not all, but a good amount. They're going to do just enough to satisfy the people so they will not get fired. The point that I'm making is when we trying to make change to what's going on with the suicide, the depression, the anxiety, and all those things with our kids in these schools, or if you're a child in school currently and you feel like they're not reaching out to you, it's a reason why. It's because majority of the time people are doing just enough to not get fired. And it's sad because it really hurts me because I'm going to the schools, I'm speaking, I'm really trying to help people, and I hear what they said, a counselor said to them, or I hear what the principal put in place or a superintendent put in place, and I'm like, you're not even trying. You're not even trying. You're just trying to satisfy the general public. And that's not enough. You have to really care about what people is going through if kids is taking their lives. And unfortunately, it don't hit close enough to the heart for them to have significant change, because it would mean firing some of your friends, some of your family members, and holding people accountable. That's one of the reasons why it's not changing in the school systems. And that's the reason why you're frustrated, because your child or your son or daughter or your family member or somebody else is not getting the help that they want. And as I said, this is one of those videos where administration is not going to like it. It's where the administration that's truly trying will like this and love it. But they're going to skip over this. So I'm reaching out to y'all to say, listen, this is the reason why people don't like speaking on this subject matter. Because to touch on the truth of what's really going on doesn't get them a lot of plays, likes, comments, etc. So this is me tipping my hat to y'all saying, look, if you really want to have significant change, start holding the people accountable that's in these positions. Thank you for taking out the time to watch my video. Please like, share, and subscribe. Let me know about something you went through. Did you get help when you were in school about your suicide, depression, anxiety, or anything like that? If so, I really want to hear about it in the comment section. Thank you once again for watching my video.